Hello students, here I am with my next video and today we are going to see the attachments of scapula. In previous video we have seen the scapula. That scapula has three borders: superior border, medial border and lateral border, three angles: superior angle, inferior angle and lateral angle, which bears the glenoid cavity, and three processes. This is the spinous process, and the expansion of spine is called as acromion process and coracoid process. Okay, and two surfaces, this is the costal surface and this is the dorsal surface, which is divided by spine into small supraspinatus and large infraspinatus fossa. Now today we are going to see the muscles attachments. The first of all, the fossas. This is the subscapular fossa. The medial 2/3 of this gives origin to the subscapularis muscle, while the supraspinatus fossa gives origin to the supraspinatus muscle along with the superior surface of the spine. The infraspinatus fossa, its medial 2/3 part, gives origin to the infraspinatus muscle. Now there are the supraglenoid and infraglenoid tubercle. Above the glenoid cavity there is a supraglenoid tubercle. It gives origin to the long head of biceps brachii, while the short head of biceps brachii originate from the lateral aspect of the lateral part of the coracoid process. Okay, while the medial part of the coracoid process gives origin to the coracobrachialis. Okay, while the pectoralis minor get inserted on the superior surface on its medial part. Here is the insertion of pectoralis minor. From lateral aspect there is origin of short head of biceps brachii, and from the medial aspect there is origin of coracobrachialis, and on the superior surface there is an insertion of pectoralis minor. Okay, three muscles related to the coracoid process. Now infraglenoid tubercle gives origin to the long head of triceps brachii, which is the muscle of posterior compartment of the arm region. Now the medial border and lateral border. The medial border of the costal surface, here is a insertion of serratus anterior muscle. Okay, along this medial border of costal surface there is an insertion of serratus anterior. Now the muscles deltoid and trapezius related to the spine. The trapezius muscle get inserted on the upper border and this medial aspect of the acromion process, while the deltoid muscle get originate from the inferior or the lower border of the spine along with the lateral aspect of the acromion process. Okay, now the teres major and teres minor. Teres major and teres minor on the lateral border of the dorsal surface. Its upper 2/3 part of the lateral border, the teres minor get originated with the two strips, and in between there is a suprascapular artery. Okay, and inferior 1/3 part gives origin to the teres major muscle. Okay, now there is insertion of levator scapulae muscle along this medial border of costal surface, dorsal surface, and costal surface gives insertion to the serratus anterior. Okay, now the ligaments. See, the margin of this glenoid cavity gives attachment to the capsular ligament of the shoulder joint along with the glenoidal labrum. It is attached to the margin of the glenoid cavity. Now the coracoid process gives three ligaments: coracoclavicular ligament, then coracoacromial ligament, and coracohumeral ligament. Okay, so coracoacromial in between acromion process and coracoid process, coracoclavicular inferiorly clavicle and conoid tubercle and trapezoid ridge of the in surface of the lateral 1/3 part. Okay, coracoclavicular ligament from coracoid process to the conoid part and trapezoid ridge of the lateral 1/3 of the clavicle, and coracoacromial in between this coracoid process and acromion process, and coracohumeral coracoid process to the from the root of the coracoid process to the humerus. Okay, then the transverse ligament. Transverse ligament, it bridges the suprascapular notch, and it gives the foramen, which accommodates the suprascapular vessels along with the artery, suprascapular nerve along with the blood vessels. And the sphenoglenoid ligament, so it bridges the sphenoglenoid notch. This is the sphenoglenoid notch, here is the sphenoglenoid ligament. Okay, so it bridges the sphenoglenoid notch. So this is overall attachments of scapula. And what is the applied anatomy of scapula? The scaphoid scapula, it is congenital anomaly. The concavity of this costal surface, it get increased like this, and it is called as the scaphoid scapula. Okay, and the winging of scapula, the paralysis of serratus anterior, it results in the winging of scapula. So students, keep watching the videos, and it is very necessary to discuss among the friends, because the anatomy is subject to understand, not to recite it. Okay, so keep watching videos, and ask your queries on WhatsApp number given in the description box. Thank you.